Have you ever felt engulfed by darkness and overwhelming fear, as if an invisible enemy were relentlessly attacking you? The experience of battling spiritual warfare is a shared struggle among many Christians today, often leaving them feeling lost and unsure of how to combat it. Yet, amidst this darkness, there is hope, a path to overcoming the schemes of the enemy and finding peace through Jesus Christ. In the annals of biblical history, the story of Elijah resonates deeply with this struggle. From his triumphant stand on Mount Carmel to his moments of intense internal conflict, Elijah's journey mirrors the peaks and valleys of faith. His confrontation with Jezebel, the cunning instigator of idolatry, thrust him into the depths of despair, forcing him to flee into the wilderness haunted by dark thoughts. The showdown on Mount Carmel epitomized Elijah's unwavering trust in the one true God. Against the backdrop of 450 prophets of Baal and 400 prophets of Asherah, Elijah stood firm, confident in God's supremacy. As the false prophets futilely sought divine intervention, Elijah's faith remained steadfast, culminating in a demonstration of God's power that silenced the doubters and reaffirmed his unwavering conviction. Elijah's bold actions on Mount Carmel showcased his unwavering faith in God's power. From meticulously preparing the altar to dousing it with water, every step was a testament to his obedience to God's word. As the tension mounted, spectators watched in anticipation, curiosity piqued by Elijah's unusual preparations. When the moment of truth arrived, Elijah's prayer ignited a supernatural fire that consumed not only the sacrifice but also the very stones of the altar. Even the water in the trench evaporated in the blaze, leaving no doubt that God reigned supreme. Witnessing this undeniable display of divine power should have solidified Elijah's faith, yet the ensuing spiritual warfare weighed heavily upon him. Following Elijah's encounter with the angel's provision, we're reminded that even in the face of relentless opposition, God offers sustenance and protection to his faithful. Jezebel's relentless pursuit to annihilate God's prophets illustrates the insidious nature of spiritual warfare. Her actions, driven by demonic influence, serve as a cautionary tale against succumbing to temptation and destruction. The spirit of Jezebel embodies the relentless pursuit of destruction, seeking to undermine God's work and lead believers astray. It operates through various means, from seduction to material allure, enticing individuals away from God's path. Recognizing the subtle traps of seduction is crucial in safeguarding one's faith and integrity. To guard against the spirit of Jezebel, believers must prioritize righteousness and vigilance. By committing to a life centered on God's principles, they fortify themselves against temptation and uphold their responsibility to lead others away from sin. Just as God held Jezebel accountable for her actions, believers are called to remain steadfast in their faith and resist the allure of worldly temptations. Committing to righteousness and nurturing our relationship with God forms the foundation for resisting the allure of the Jezebel spirit. By immersing ourselves in the Word and strengthening our connection with Jesus through prayer, we fortify ourselves against temptation and sin. However, it's crucial to differentiate between unintentionally falling into sin and deliberately leading others astray, as emphasized by Jesus in Matthew 18. Awareness of our influence is paramount, especially for those who naturally exert leadership. Whether as parents, siblings, or leaders, our actions and choices impact those around us. Reflecting on whether our influence steers others toward righteousness or sin is imperative, as is discerning the influence of those closest to us. Separating from individuals embodying the spirit of Jezebel is essential for safeguarding our faith and integrity. Paul's admonition to avoid association with unrepentant sinners underscores the importance of discerning and addressing toxic influences. While navigating such situations, seeking guidance from trusted mentors or counselors can provide clarity and wisdom. Ultimately, our allegiance belongs to God, and we must remain steadfast in our commitment to righteousness. Through prayer, self-reflection, and discernment, we can resist the pull of worldly temptations and walk confidently in our identity as conquerors through Jesus Christ. Ultimately, our allegiance belongs to God, and we must remain steadfast in our commitment to righteousness. Through prayer, self-reflection, and discernment, we can resist the pull of worldly temptations and walk confidently in our identity as conquerors through Jesus Christ. As we draw this journey to a close, let us take a moment to reflect on the profound lessons and insights shared. The battles we face, much like Elijah's, are not just stories of ancient times but are very much alive in our own experiences. They remind us of the power of faith, the strength found in God's Word, and the importance of remaining steadfast in the face of adversity. I hope this exploration has not only enlightened but also encouraged you to hold tight to your faith, to stand firm against the challenges and temptations that life throws your way. Remember, you are not alone in this battle. Together, with our eyes fixed on Jesus, we can overcome any obstacle. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If you found value in these words, I encourage you to share this message with others who might need it and to subscribe for more insights and encouragement. Let's continue to support one another, to grow in our faith, and to spread the light of Jesus in a world that so desperately needs it. Until we meet again, may you walk in the assurance of God's love and protection. See you tomorrow for another day of reflection and inspiration. God bless you.